Hello everybody, this is the Texas Roadrunner, and I got dear old Xena with me, and we were just walking around town. We're doing our usual can run, and we came across an open boxcar, and so I wanted to show you guys what an open boxcar looks like. This is basically it. There's nothing really to it, just an open boxcar. Anyways, basically, this is one of my favorite rides to ride in, especially if you can actually find an open boxcar. It's just a pain in the ass trying to find one and having the time to, to get the dogs and everybody on. But, yeah, it's quite comfortable actually, really. Okay, let me explain what I usually do when I'm in a boxcar, okay? Xena, stay. Come here. Come here. Come on, mama. Okay, typically, what I do is first, if I find an open boxcar on a train that had just stopped, hopefully, like I said, the door is open. Typically, I usually carry about 1 or 2 rail spikes with me, and the reason why is you want to jam it into the sliding part down below, and that's to keep the door from closing shut, because you can't open the door from the inside, and that's actually not the best representation of what a spike is supposed to look like jammed. If anything, it needs to go right down there, but I only put that there and just to see if I remember how to do it. So once I get the spike in, the jam the door and shit, usually the first thing I do is I always put the dogs, and this is really with any freight car, any kind of car that we're riding, I always put the dogs on first, because of the fact that gear is replaceable, dogs aren't, and every dog to me is always different, always has a different personality that just makes you want to love them more, and to lose a dog, especially when you've had for so long, it really sucks, but that's not the point of this video. So once I get the dogs on, usually I'll put my guitar first, and then if I got my bucket, I'll put my bucket up first, or second, and then I'll put my main pack up, and hopefully I'd have time. I usually pick like a corner or one of the ends of the boxcars to go and set up and such, and then hopefully we reach an area where we can get out and not get caught, So yeah, that's typically what I do with a boxcar and anything really. And there's a bunch of grainers over there just sitting in storage. I guess UP doesn't need them right now. Basically, this line right here, this is the old Cotton Belt freight yard right here. A&R Railroad bought it from Southern Pacific back in the mid or late 80s, if I remember correctly. And that included the whole freight yard, and then that line right over there where the cars are sitting, that goes all the way over to, that used to go all the way to Tyler. They tore out the whole section between Clawson, which is right outside Lufkin, and all the way up to Tyler. So they bought all that, and then there's another line in that direction over there that used to be part of what we call the Beaumont route, and they bought what they could out of that back in '95, and then they bought Texas Southeastern's Lufkin division back in sometime between '96 and 2001. I can't remember. But anyways, yeah, this is what's left of the Cotton Belt yard. It used to include all this right here. All this open field right here used to be nothing but rail lines. And I think there used to be a building right over here. And there used to be a hell of a lot more road traffic. Now they just mainly use it for storage unless they got a customer on the line, which, yeah, as you can tell, this kind of sucks. What's left of the rail lines that used to sit right here, they threw in the trees and the bushes, and they just left it there ever since. So yeah, it's kind of disheartening, really. But I guess we should go get more cans now. You ready to go? Yeah? Let's go.